Every day we have to deal with the feelings of sadness, anger, and frustration on how someone else's choice to drink and drive changed our lives forever. Havana, she broke her neck at the C1 and C2 level. For most adults, that would have been instant death. But she didn't die, she lived. In the first month, she was a complete quadriplegic on a ventilator with tubes and wires all around her and a halo. Once she was transferred to Gillette, she was given the best possible rehab we could have never wished for, forcing her to move and stretch her limbs and teaching her she could still use her very tiny voice, even with being on a ventilator, and ask for help and tell people what she needed and interacted with the world so that her life was still worth living.
Patients and their families go through many months and even years of work to recover and regain function. Patients require assistance breathing a lot of times. They require assistance taking care of bowel and bladder. They require intense therapies to learn to move and use their arms and legs again. There's special equipment involved in going through that process that they have access to. These injuries can be challenging for the patient and family working on recovery, but certainly they're frustrating for all of us when the event could have been prevented.
I can speak for law enforcement. I can speak for officers, deputies, and troopers who work every single day to prevent tragedies like the one that impacted Erica, Havana, and their family. And I can tell you that absolutely nothing is more frustrating than the fact that crashes like this are just absolutely so preventable. Our advice, our urge, our plea, our mandate for you is to just not drive after you've been drinking, to plan ahead, to call the cab, to use ride-sharing services, to sleep somewhere and not get behind the wheel. These tragedies are every single time preventable, and that the only thing we can do is just stress the importance of good decision-making and having a plan. And if you've had something to drink or you've had too much, please don't get behind the wheel. And if you don't listen to me, just look at Havana, and I hope that helps you make the decision.
I wish for a day when I will no longer have to look over and see a tragic result of a drunk driving crash. Everyone should be troubled when someone decides to get behind the wheel after having too much to drink. These types of tragedies just don't need to happen. If you do just one thing today, please share Erica's story. It could save your life and the life of someone you love. Thank you.